Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am frankly FM84 and this is another episode of An Englishman Abroad where we are currently out in Indonesia managing Sulut United. So in the last episode you will have seen us win the league successfully and pushing on through into another season review. That is going to happen in this episode, but before we begin the season review, please don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button to help the channel out. Really appreciative of everybody who's done that and helped me reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers. So if you've done all that good stuff, we are going to push on and get into this season review and show you exactly how the 2025 season unfolded for us at Sulut United. So as ever, we start off at the new arrivals page. There were only 3 new arrivals this season. For a change, we didn't go big in the market. We tried to invest in youth, as you can see there. All 3 players who came in on good deals were 21 years or under. So starting off with Dedi Moanto, who was voted the signing of the season. He played 49 games, scoring 9 goals with 13 assists, getting a 6.80 rating. The board were absolutely chuffed with him, and we were given an A+ for that signing. We signed Dadang Riyadi. He is an 18-year-old winger from Persija, bought him for £3,000, and he made 3 appearances, scoring 1 goal with 1 assist. And then we bought Mohamed Sugarito, and he came as a part exchange for a deal for another player. The board gave us a C for that. In terms of the players that went out, we had quite a few players that left the club. Herman Fidaus was the biggest one, leaving for 250,000. He went on to make 27 appearances, scoring 13 goals actually for PSS. So that could be viewed as a big success for them. The board gave us a B-, mainly down to the fact that we actually made a healthy profit for the club. When we move forwards into the season's results, you can see that we won the league by 5 points, had a bit of dodgy form. We lost 8 games across the season, finished the season with a record of play 34, won 24, drew 2, lost 8, a goal difference of 48 and 74 points. So finishing in first, the board gave us a B-, and they were delighted that the team had won the League 1 this season. Not too sure why it's only a B-. In terms of the Asian Champions League, we also got a B-, and it states that the board were delighted that the team won League. I think that's broken because it should have changed to the AFC Champions League, but it's saying we enter the group stage, so not sure what's happened here, but basically we didn't make it out of the group with the confusion of one team or two teams qualifying, which meant that we had some highlights though. We beat Hanoi 2-7 away. We beat Hanoi 5-1 at home. We had the crazy 3-4 game against Ulsan. We also lost 6-1 and 5-1 to Beijing. So not a successful Champions League, but hopefully we've got a few more players who will come in the transfer window to help us push on and maybe challenge to get into that knockout phase. In terms of the Piala Super Indonesia, we won that competition, which is the Super Cup or Charity Shield in Indonesia. We actually drew 0-0, and I think we won in extra time with a goal. And then in terms of the Indonesian Cup, we finally won that competition after going close last season, and we got a B- for that campaign. In terms of moments to remember, our biggest win of the season was a 6-0 demolition of Persela. Where Wadi, Moanto, Muslim got 2, Matthias Firmino and Saputra scored goals. Match to remember was a 5-1 win against Hanoi in the Champions League, where Maya actually got 4 goals, Riyadi got 1. Hanoi had 2 players sent off in that game. And goal of the season went to Maya with a running from inside the Ulsan half. The striker skins an opponent before scoring a deftly executed finish. So that goal was against Ulsan in the Champions League. When we go to the finances, you can see that we are still a 1.5-star national reputation team. No new sponsorship deals. Sponsorship revenue, though, went up to 335,000 last season. Our broadcast revenue was down to 162,000. Corporate and hospitality was up to 8.1 thousand. Our competition prize money was 513,000, which was up, and our match day commercial and revenue has gone down. In terms of total total merchandise sales, that was £2,480, with £248 of that being non-domestic, and we sold a total of 96 shirts, with Matthias Firmino, Prosecco, Maya, Wadi, and Mersalim being the most popular shirts. When we look at how we lined up, so across the season there are players in here that haven't even played. I think that's broken because Mujanto didn't play and Siswanto hardly played, but that's how they reckon we lined up across the season. It's not quite right. When it comes to accolades, we didn't win anything in the manager awards, which is strange. But in terms of fans player of the season, that goes to Matthias Firmino. Young player of the season is also Matthias Firmino. Dedi Moanto was signing of the season. Ahmed Maya was striker, who scored the goal of the season. He was top goal scorer. He had most assists, so he scored 50 goals in a league campaign. Had 30 assists for Matthias Firmino. Firmino getting 13 Player of the Match awards with a 7.6 rating, and Keiki had 42 passes per 90 minutes. In terms of record breakers, most overall goals in the season was 50 for Ahmed Maya. Mersalim got 4 goals in a match to break that record. Matthias Firmino got 30 assists in a single season to break that record. Most Player of the Match awards was 13 for Firmino. Michael Douglas was disciplined with 19 yellows and a red card, and Indra Bakhtiar broke the most league appearances by a player, so he has 118 appearances at the age of 21, so he could be a mainstay for a long time to come. Most league goals by a player is 67 for Ahmed Maya, and Agus Mubarak broke our record to become our youngest ever goal scorer at the age of 16 years and 315 days. So history in the making. The spell of football to close out the season was making of Sulut United. Nobody else had a chance. There are our 3 trophies in the centre, proudly on display. And a successful season with Sulut United really began to pick up speed towards the end of the campaign. They are deservedly champions. So that's the season that was, season review. What we're going to do now is push forward into the transfer window before the next season, sign a few more players, try and strengthen the squad to have a real go at this AFC Champions League, and we will come back when that is complete. Okay then, so it's the 17th of February 2027, and we are now on the eve of the brand new season, where our first game will be again against Hanoi FC in the AFC Champions League. But before we do that, let me show you a few of the transfers that have come in. If we go to the transfer history and go back. So the players that we have bought in this season are Pablo Quintana. He's a 16-year-old Ecuadorian who came in on a free transfer, spotted by our scouts playing in the Sudamericana under-20s competition. Noticed that he didn't have a contract, so we swooped him and stole him. We have signed Anucha Stritam, who is a wing-back midfielder, attacking midfielder, right, from Thailand. He came in from Chainat Hornbill, also on a free transfer at the end of his contract. And we signed Yu Eka. He is a defender right, left or centre, so anywhere across the back. And we got him for 78,000 from PSIS. When we go forwards, there's Yu Eka. Not sure why he's on both lists. And the players that we have lost, so we lost Aziz Mandouan. He has gone to Persik for 36,500. Ivan Aziz, he has gone to PSIS for £6,750. And the big one is Michael Douglas. At the end of last season, decided that he wanted to move to a bigger club. He had developed as much as he probably could do at Sulut United, so he's off. He has gone to Cruzeiro back in Brazil. They came in with, wow, it was a miserly £1 million at first. We managed to work our way up to £2.5 million, and we have sold Michael Douglas on. So that's how we look in terms of transfers in and out. Not the busiest of transfer windows, but we are still going to push ahead into the season. I think this team is good enough to be good domestically. I think the players that we have added will give us a bit of stability in the Champions League as well. So hopefully we can push on. When we look at the finances, with that 2.5 million made from the Michael Douglas transfer, we now have a healthy bank budget of £2.5 million. We have a transfer budget of £1.8 million, which we've hardly dipped into, and we have a wage budget of £34,500 that we are not anywhere near. When we look at the club vision, you can see that the board gave us a B for last season. Disappointed with us playing direct football there, but we are playing attacking football and are satisfied with counter-attacking football. So not too sure how the club culture can have us play 3 different styles of football in one game, but hey ho, we're doing just about enough, I think. And then they want us to work within the wage budget and minimum 2-year contracts for the first team we are not being judged on. And then some of the other things are there. So if we have a little look at the schedule, you can see that the Champions League group we have been drawn with this time sees us face Hanoi FC, BG Pathum United. They are a very good team from Thailand, so we have our hands full going to Thailand. And then also we play Shandong Taishan, and you can see that they have some Europeans in their team. They have Pedro Delgado, who, even though it says he's from the People's Republic of China, you can see that he's played in both Italy and Portugal for Inter and Portimonense. So he's worth £53 million apparently. So we're going to have our work cut out against Shandong as always with the Chinese, but we are going to give it a go. But that is going to be in the next episode. So that brings us up to date nicely to the start of the new season. So we've had the season review, we had a bit of a season preview, and we are going to leave that there. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to help the channel out, and come back for the next episode, which is going to be the start of the brand new season when we face Hanoi and BG Pathum United. But for this one, that's a wrap. A big thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.